While this channel's content is explicit in nature, this channel and its content is intended for you viewers of 13 years and older. Thank you for your time.
Hey, buddy. My name's Rubble. Not pronounced as Rubbles. What kind of name even is that? Anyway, what can I do now? What about this? Oh, let's just Crash Bandicoot from PS1. Let's look at this. Oh, this is a manual for a capture card that doesn't work. What about this? This is packing paper. Great. I got nothing. I thought I wrote down somewhere around here, like a list of games to review or something. But guess not. Who's knocking at this hour? So, this Brubble C you've been hearing about?
New challenger, Mr. Pig.
Who the heck are you? Also, why'd you barge into my garage door? Answer me. It's Pib. Mr. Pib. And judging by your dorkishly nerdy voice, yeah, you definitely are the Purple Z guy. If that's your real name. I'm a part of our agency without it. A cool acronym or uniform. We judge people's gaming skills and we rate them. There's gaming journalist, gaming novice, game intermediate, game pro, and game god. And we've judged your rank by the Bubsy 3D escapade you had. So, what rank am I? Your gaming journalist rank. Gaming journalist? Gaming journalist. Well, is there some way I can reverse that rank? Like, go to a higher rank? Well, if you want your rank up so bad, then, well, I mean, boss is busy with crap right now, so, I guess you play like Kirby or something to record it. Fine. Kirby it is.
Kirby's Dream Land was developed by Sakurai of Smash Bros. Fame. During the development of what I presumed was a cancelled add-on for the Famicom, the NES Japan, they made a demo character, which became Kirby as we know him today. This isn't a plot-heavy series, never will be. So all you need to know is that Kirby needs to stop King Dedede from eating so much. Gameplay. The gameplay is overall pretty simple. You blow enemies, and then you spit them out, then they become stars. That's kind of it. So let's cover the first level, shall we? The first level. Green, green. The first level, I don't want to give away my overall opinion of this game away, but, it's probably the best level of the game. Because when it's challenging, sorta, it's very easy. It doesn't bombard you with enemies. It doesn't have horrible enemy placement. It makes it very easy. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, Green Greens is a very good first level, in my opinion. It shows you mechanics. It shows you basically most of the main enemies you'll encounter. And it has a very, okay first boss. The bosses in this game are, we'll get to that sometime in this video. But before then, let's cover what's probably the worst level in this whole entire game. Second stage, Castle Castle Lololo is a labyrinthian hellscape that makes you want to say absolutely heinous things. But I might as well explain how. Basically, it's a castle, yeah? Every door leads to somewhere, who knows where. This is a level that's probably designed by Satan himself because of how much of a horrible level it is. Not only does it have the terrible enemy placement that the rest of the levels are going to have, it also has water, and the water physics in this game are crappy. And it has it's the first level that has these friggin' cannons, if I remember correctly, and I know it has those spike balls you also can't inhale. I want to suck on cannonball. The third stage is Float Island. So, Castle Lolo was labyrinthian, right? Well, thankfully, Float Island is linear. That doesn't make it... it's not saving grace. Because they're still the cheapest enemy placement I've ever seen in a video game. It makes it so that you get you only have one circle or whatever of HP, and that's basically what's gonna be the fact for the next 3 stages. It relies on the cheapest enemy placement. It relies on those cannons, the stupid cannons. And it's just all around not a good level. It's just not. There's just not good. There's just not any good level design or anything. I might be wrong. I could, but again, it's an opinion. And my opinion is that this stage brings down this game so hard that it feels like all these stages are Temu versions of this stage. Ah! I don't feel like googling up the name for the 4th stage. All I remember is it has like a bunch of clouds and stuff, so I'm just gonna call it stage 4 because I just don't want to bother myself with searching the name up. That's how bad this stage is. You know all the things I said about stage 3? Yeah, take that but times 11. And the boss is a shmup. Yeah, you basically play like a Galaga or something. I can't really think of any other okay, if it was something like a bullet hell where your hitbox is like to your core, sure, that might be fun. It might be a well-designed shmup boss. The thing is, it's not. And, okay, it's just this eye thing that's just shooting cannonballs at you, and sometimes charges at you, and that's the only way a hit can register. Alright, sounds fine enough. Until it feels like it literally knows where you're going to be next with the cannonballs and its charging attack. So, if it was more like Tahoe or something, or at least it's well designed, this would actually be a fun boss fight that I'd actually enjoy, because I actually enjoy shmups. So, yeah. Yippee!
Yippee! It's the final stage, Mountain D. Yay, 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 yay! I shouldn't have been as excited as I was. Because this is barely even a level for one. Really wondering, okay, then is it like just like a boss fight or with King Dedede? Nope. It's a boss refight than King Dedede. Look, my favorite series is Mega Man. I am a really big fan of Mega Man, actually. But, look, the boss fights in Mega Man are often, like, panned, which I get. I get on how you don't want to refight those bosses again. So maybe they shouldn't have followed what Mega Man was doing with the boss refights then. Because at least in Mega Man, there's E-tanks, so you can refill your health if you have some. There's at least some resources, and at least there's boss weaknesses. This is Kirby, though. So there's jack crap. You're just fighting the same 4 bosses, which I will go over once I'm done talking about the levels. And then there's King Dedede, which is an okay boss fight, honestly. I might as well talk about the boss fights, because that one's at least decent. The boss fights in it! Let's just do chronological order. First, Wispy Woods. The boss fight of stage 1. It's okay. It's fine. It's just a tree that blows you, and you have to throw apples at it. Which, I mean, is an easy boss fight, okay? I'll admit, it's a skill issue that I kept on getting hit by it. I guess I just have a lack of spatial awareness or something, I don't know. But, boss fight 2 in Castle Lololo. Do you remember when I said in that Castle Lololo, the stage makes me want to say heinous things? The boss fight wants me to say every slur that has ever existed in history. It is these 2 little cretins, these 2 little goblins that are basically pushing these boxes. You have to inhale the boxes and throw it at them. And there's these, like, rows you go up, and they, like, walk up on those rows and stuff. This sounds like I'm just having a skill issue. But what if I told you that no, that is not the case? Because it is almost impossible to get out and escape, because usually they are top and bottom. Usually it's not like, oh, like they're like very spaced on, like the floors they're on. No, they're usually on the floor up or the floor down from each other. They are very close together. So you barely, and sometimes it's random. So in the boss refight, you go straight up. You use the straight up floor, and you're going to be perfect. And the stage, you're going to want to be straight down, because that is also perfect. You won't get them as much. Okay, that is a strat I had to figure out myself, because of how horrible this boss was designed. That feels like there weren't playtesters. Or I guess I could have a skill issue. I guess. Okay, so, let's do Float Island. Because I accidentally, I accidentally misremembered the boss fights. The boss fight order. So, the reason is because Stage 3 and 4 have very similar boss fights, kinda, in design, yes. Stage 3 is a shmup cloud thing. Stage 4 is different. So, in my gameplay, there is these little, like, little cute guys, yeah. This cloud guy just drops his like, guys called Waddle Dees. Waddle Dees nuts. And then swoops down. This is an actually good boss fight. It took me a while to figure out, because I'm bad at video games, but it's still a very well-designed boss fight. I'll admit, the hard part was just trying to figure out what he was trying to do, and sometimes he's a little random, but that's it. It's actually a very good boss fight. King DTT, on the other hand, is okay. It's a fine boss fight. I had to look up his strategy. He doesn't really have a strategy. He just random thinks it. Each time, he'll either charge at you, which then he'll fall down, try to smash you with a hammer. There's 2 variations of that. I don't care enough to tell you each variation, so you're gonna have to find out yourself by playing the game. And then, there's also, oh yeah, he also tries to inhale you. He tries to suck on you. And also, he tries to pounce on you. That's the attack you want him to do the most, kind of. Because when he lands down, face down, there's stars. There's 2 stars. And you want to inhale at least 1. So you can spit it out at him, and that's you hit him. Most of the bosses have like 5 hits. He has 10 hits. So it's just kind of mostly a waste of time. But after that, it's roll credits. So I'd rather just fine, okay boss fight do instead of pain and torture like the second boss. Music, you know, the thing is, you know, like we. What if I told you that the music in this game is, I mean, it's all right. Yeah, Nintendo music is usually renowned for its bops, but then again, this game suffers from first game syndrome. That also includes the music. It's just, the best way I could describe it is like generic. It's like a Mega Man 1. The music is passable. It's just generic. It just doesn't feel like Kirby that much. Besides Green Greens, that one actually does feel like a Kirby song. The rest, I could make an argument that no, they don't really sound very Kirby-like and sound more just like a video game. You know, like great value music. You know.
Final thoughts and rating.
Alright, so, overall, the game is good, actually. The game is good. Just the design actually is the bad part of the game. Everything else is actually a very good game that, honestly, if this was 1992, and you were just born on a car ride and you had this game on the Game Boy, you could play so much worse. Okay, there are way worse games on the Game Boy that were around in the 90s. And also, it's Kirby. It's still Kirby. It still has that Kirby charm, still has a little Nintendo energy to it. It just didn't have the greatest design that it could have had. And honestly, maybe I was just angry. Maybe I was just angry the whole entire time. But still, it's a very good game. Wouldn't recommend it someone's first Kirby game, though. So, I'd say that it'd probably be like a 4.5 out of 10. Because, I mean, without it, we wouldn't have Kirby. We wouldn't have Forgotten Land. We wouldn't have anything. So, is my rank up? He's gone? Mr. Pip. Mr. Pip's gone. Great. Great. So now I know what he did. How he barged in. He barged through the window because he knew I heard a shattering sound. And now he basically broke my garage door. Better get monetized soon. Well, I guess this is gonna be my goodbye. Next time, we're probably gonna either be reviewing Kirby's Adventure or a game by a YouTuber I follow called The Salesman, which is gonna be a ride. I guess by then subscribe so I can get those,
so I can get a new garage door and like and share because it helps the algorithm. Also, might as well comment something, even if you comment the Jug has been overplayed of Kirby sucks. It's still algorithm revenue that I get. So hopefully I can get monetized so I can repair my garage door.